Some animals are born looking like science experiments gone wrong. Not cute. Not fluffy. Barely finished. These are the strangest newborns on Earth, and every single one of them is real. Naked mole rats. Born looking like tiny, wrinkled thumbs. No fur. No pigment. Skin so thin you can see the organs shift underneath. They live underground in East Africa, in tunnels with almost zero oxygen and blistering heat. Fur would be useless down there. So evolution deleted it. The pups are blind, deaf, and can't regulate their own body temperature. For the first weeks of life, they survive by piling on top of each other like a single organism, sharing warmth. Here's the twist. Naked mole rats barely age. Their cells resist cancer almost completely, and a 30-year-old mole rat's organs look nearly identical to a 2-year-old's. Most mammals are built to age. Naked mole rats are built to stall time itself. Spotted hyena cubs. Born already armed. Eyes open. Teeth fully erupted. Ready to fight within hours. Litters are usually twins. And the first thing those twins do is attack each other. This isn't rough play. It's a real fight, sometimes fatal, to establish who feeds first. In lean years, the weaker cub can die of starvation while the stronger sibling nurses. The reason traces back before birth. Female hyenas have extreme levels of testosterone-like hormones, and cubs are essentially preloaded with aggression while still in the womb. Most predators soften into adulthood. Hyenas come out already competing for their lives. Tasmanian devil joeys. Smaller than a grain of rice at birth. A mother can give birth to up to 50 of them in one litter. But she only has 4 teats. So immediately after birth, dozens of blind, hairless joeys crawl through her fur in a race to reach one of 4 available spots. The ones that make it, latch on and fuse there for weeks. The rest don't survive. It's one of the most brutal sibling competitions in the mammal world, and it happens before any of them can see, hear, or even look like an animal yet. Most species lose the week after birth. Tasmanian devils filter them out before life even really starts. Kangaroo joey. A kangaroo joey is born the size of a jelly bean. Hairless. Eyes sealed shut. Hind legs barely more than stubs. And yet, using only its front limbs, it has to climb, unassisted, from the birth canal, through its mother's fur, into the pouch. A journey that takes about 3 minutes for a creature that can't see where it's going. Once inside, it clamps onto a teat that swells to lock in its mouth. It won't let go for months. Some kangaroo mothers can pause a pregnancy entirely. A second embryo waits in suspended development until the pouch is free. 1 womb, 1 pouch, 1 joey nursing, and 1 more on hold. Most mammals finish development before birth. Kangaroos just relocate the construction site. Echidna. Echidnas lay eggs. Mammals that lay eggs. 10 days later, a puggle hatches, leathery, blind, and completely spineless. No quills yet. It has a special temporary tooth just to crack its own egg open from the inside, then that tooth falls out and never grows back. The puggle then lives in a temporary pouch on its mother's belly, nursing from patches of skin, because echidnas don't have nipples. Milk just seeps out through pores. Only once its spines start hardening does the mother evict it. A soft, faceless jellybean slowly turning into a walking pincushion. If you're finding these creatures half as strange as I am, drop your favorite one in the comments. We're only halfway through. Marabou stork chicks. Bald, wrinkled, and pink-skinned. Even as adults, their heads stay featherless. As chicks, that baldness is total. No down, no feathers, just raw, blotchy skin over a fragile skull, wobbling on a neck that can barely hold it up. The baldness isn't a birth defect. In adulthood, it serves a purpose. Feathers on the head would get soaked in blood and rot while the bird feeds on carcasses. So the head simply never grows a full coat. As chicks, though, that same trait just makes them look unfinished, like a design that hasn't been approved yet. Most birds are born looking incomplete and grow into their features. Marabou storks are born looking incomplete and stay that way by design. Axolotl. The axolotl never grows up. Not really. It hatches looking like a larva, feathery external gills sprouting from its neck, a flattened tail fin running down its back. In almost every other amphibian, that's a phase. A tadpole stage. For the axolotl, it's permanent. A genetic quirk called neoteny means it keeps its juvenile, larval body for its entire adult life, gills and all, unless forced to metamorphose by extreme lab conditions. It also regenerates. Limbs, spinal cord, even parts of its brain, regrown from scratch, scar-free, over and over. Most amphibians outgrow their weird baby bodies. The axolotl just keeps the mutant version forever and turns it into a superpower. Anglerfish. Male anglerfish start life as tiny, free-swimming larvae, barely a few millimeters long, nothing like the horror movie females they'll never actually resemble. When a male finds a female in the crushing dark of the deep sea, he bites into her flesh and never lets go. His mouth fuses to her skin. Their blood vessels merge. Over time, his eyes, fins, and most internal organs dissolve, until he's reduced to a pair of gonads, permanently wired into her bloodstream. A female anglerfish can carry several of these former males fused to her body at once, like living, pulsing accessories. Most species keep males and females separate. Anglerfish just fuse them into one organism. Suriname toad. Save the strangest for last. Suriname toads don't lay eggs in water. The male presses fertilized eggs directly into the skin on the mother's back. Over the next few days, her skin grows over them completely, sealing each egg into its own individual pocket, until her back looks like a honeycomb of flesh. The tadpoles then develop entirely inside those skin pockets. No water, no nest, just her back, until fully formed baby toads erupt out of her skin one by one and swim away. Most amphibians give birth to something recognizable in water. Suriname toads give birth by having their offspring burst out of their own back. None of these animals are broken. None of them are mistakes. They just started life solving a problem no other species had to face, and the shape that solved it happened to look like a mutant.